So I'm very excited to talk about book pricing. This is my favorite subject of anything. It's why I got into books. All right, book pricing. Here's the thing with book pricing. There's a couple of good guidelines with pricing. Don't spend so much time worrying about it though. Basically, it's pretty simple. The cheaper you price a book, the more you're gonna sell. The more expensive you price, the less you're gonna sell, except for some books where pricing is a signal of quality, right? It's called the Veblen good.
Veblen good?
Veblen good, yes, exactly. So for example, do you know what a Gucci bag is?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Gucci bags are expensive, and the more expensive they are, the more people actually want them because the price is what people are showing off.
Does that really apply to books? I mean, I know like modernist cuisine or
Modernist cuisine, which is in my kitchen.
Right.
Because I'm a rich person.
Ding. That book is priced at what, like $500 or something?
$750. Don't cheat me out of any of my status.
Right. But does that really apply to books that are sub $25?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. I'll give you a really good example. Imagine that you had a growing company, you're doing pretty well, and you're looking for like a CEO coach, right? If you saw a 99-cent book from someone, unless you'd heard about them, you're gonna almost automatically dismiss. There's no possible way a big company CEO coach could be charging 99 cents for their book. Now, once you hit to like $3.99, the difference between $3.99 and $9.99 is basically zero in terms of a Veblen good, like in terms of price displaying status. And then you can be too expensive. If it's like 40 bucks, most people are gonna be like, I'm not dealing with that. But for the most part, it's pretty much like the cheaper they are, the more you're gonna sell, the more expensive, the less. The other exception too is for those sorts of books where the information is really valuable and really hard to get. So for example, like if it's a book about genome assays or something that has like a bunch of data that's very valuable to if you're running gene assays, you can charge like $170 for it or something and people will buy it because they have to have it. It's called inelastic demand, like cigarettes. People will pay, who smoke will pay almost anything for cigarettes because they want cigarettes and they don't care what they cost. It's true for certain types of books.
Yeah, like college textbooks or something. So,
well, but yeah, because you gotta have them,
right?
And also because the colleges and the professors are screwing the students, which is a whole separate issue.
Totally separate.
It's total bullshit.
So it sounds like you need to signal quality if mass market book sales are not a priority, which for the vast majority of nonfiction authors is the case.
It's true, right? If you're selling fiction, generally speaking, you want to be as cheap as possible to get people to buy it, especially if you have like 10 books. Your first book you want super cheap, then you can raise the price a little bit as people go. For nonfiction, you want to be expensive enough that people say, okay, this is a real book. This person's credible. The price seems appropriate for what it is. But again, it depends on the area. If you're talking about copywriting or marketing, you can be cheap and it works. If you're talking about CEO coaching, there's a minimum you need to hit.